Four teens landed in the hospital after allegedly overdosing at a concert at an amusement park over the weekend. Police are blaming a powerful new drug called 2CP, which they believe caused the teens to hallucinate before they fell to the ground. News 8's Bob Wilson is at Quasi Amusement Park in Middlebury with more on this dangerous drug. Bob?
Yeah, if you take a look here, this is the road where all the ambulances were heading down. They had a lot of ambulances, police cars down here trying to head it. They called a mass casualty. That's how bad they thought it was, with at least 7 people being treated. They even brought in cadaver dogs to try and sniff around the area, fearing that people had passed out and they couldn't find them. That's the kind of fear and panic that it put through this crowd. A new drug just to hit the market here in Connecticut.
It sounds dangerous, and I don't know why they would do something like that that's that dangerous.
2CP is the newest synthetic drug to hit the market in Connecticut, making its debut at a rave party at Quasi in Middlebury. 7 people in all were treated, 4 hospitalized, and 1 arrived not breathing, heart not beating. Doctors at Hartford Hospital say the biggest problem is the drug takes anywhere from 3 to 5 hours to start working.
So what can happen is that people might, take the medication or take the drug, not get the effect that they want, and then take it more and more and more until they get a really bad toxic effect.
Dr. Johnson Arbor says it's not like any other drug around. It's a derivative of a hallucinogenic amphetamine, a synthetic that drug dealers have altered in the lab.
There's a lot of them out there. This is not a new thing. What's new is that the manufacturers will just change the drug a little bit, change a couple molecules here and there, make it a completely different drug, so it might have different effects in what you're looking for.
Now here at the emergency room at Hartford Hospital, if they do have a mass casualty incident like that happened over at Quasi, they have 4 toxicologists on staff so that if there are new drugs or new derivatives of these drugs, they can bring in the toxicologist to diagnose it and treat it as quickly as possible.
So the amphetamines are the uppers. They're the drugs that cause you to have a fast heart rate, a high blood pressure, a high body temperature, and that can actually be very deadly. It can cause seizures, it can cause, hyperthermia. High body temperature can be very fatal.
So here are a couple of things about 2CP that parents need to know. Dr. Johnson Arbor says it stays in the system for at least 24 hours. It can cause severe hallucinations, and it can cause mood-altering effects on kids.
The other thing to look out for with these drugs is that you never know what you're getting. So no matter what the person who sold it to you tells you, you don't have any guarantee of the purity or even what the composition is of the drug.
Now you hear about 2CP, but she's saying that these synthetics, there are even more derivatives out there. There's 2CF, 2CE, and the list goes on and on. As they just change 1 or 2 molecules, it has an entirely different effect on you, the hallucinogenics. Very dangerous, very crazy stuff as they mix it up in the labs. I'm Bob Wilson reporting live in Middlebury, News 8.